Hi, Kat here. Welcome to A Card Kat Made. I wanted to start off by wishing Crafty Critta the happiest of 6th birthdays. And I wanted to say a very big thank you to them for sending me their latest release so that I could share it with you. We have 6 new foils and some toner art, and so I thought I'd start off by sharing the foil colours with you, take you through their new art, and then I'll make a couple of cards and show you some cards that I've made over the last couple of days. So I hope you stay with me. I also have a discount code for you, so I will share that with you shortly once we've just gone through the foils. So first up we have Blue Breeze, which is a beautiful blue colour. I have swatched them all out so that I can show them properly. So it's lovely. Don't mind my fingerprints, and don't mind me making the mistake that I make every time that I sit down to do new swatches. I always put the code and the name in the wrong order on the first one that I swatch out. Secondly, we have Magenta. Such a gorgeous colour. I do I say that about so many of them, but it's because it's what I think. And this is so nice. It's so reflective. So this is Champagne. Let me just hit the, there we go. I just have to hit that light just right. It's so nice. And then nextly we have Silver Wood Grain. Now my dad is a wood turner, so this is going to be very, very handy for me because I just have so many ideas on what to do with this. I actually want to just foil a great big toner sheet and make a card just out of that. Oops, I forgot to pick up the bag. Next we have Plum Punch, which is a beautiful, deep, rich plum colour. And then lastly, bringing the total up to 116 foils, we have Autumn Gold. And that's just a lovely, warm, rich gold colour. There we go. I'm trying to get that to show you the correct colour. There we go. Lights are, you need them to be able to do craft, but sometimes trying to make foil catch the light right is not easy. So I love those colours, and I have some cards made which I'll share with you shortly. But if you would like to go shopping and get yourself a 20% discount, I will pop a code down the bottom. If you would like to use that link, I would appreciate it very much. I get a small percentage if you use my link at no cost to yourself. And if you use the code BIRTHDAY, you can get 20% off for the next 6 days. 6th birthday, 6 days, starting on the 6th. Very fortuitous. So the first pack of toner art that I wanted to share, these are all card fronts, so they're all the right size to foil and immediately make into a card. You can ink blend, you can colour them, you can leave them plain, you don't even have to foil them. They're good quality printed, so you don't actually have to foil them, but they foil very, very nicely. Perfectly, in fact. And I thought that I'd made a card using each one of the 4 packs at the front, but I seem to have missed one from this one and taken 2 from the next set. So this set I've got next, and I've actually made one using this. Well, I will finish making one shortly using this one, and then I've also used this one here, which is Here's to Another Year Filled with Health, Wealth and Happiness. Happy birthday. So there's some lovely different cards in the set. Then we have some more happy birthday card fronts. This is another one that I'm going to make shortly. It's just nice and fun, and I thought it would look lovely with a rainbow foil. So I'm using Celebration for that one because it's such a nice foil, and it's starry and it's rainbow, and what better reason to use a foil called Celebration than their birthday. And then next I've made one using this card front, but I just love how easy it is to make a card when Crafty Critta have done all the work doing the artwork for you. And all you have to do is foil it, and then you can put in as much work or as little work as you want after that. We have some slimline card fronts. So we've got stars and confetti there. Then we've got some balloons with some confetti in the background, some candles. Those would actually be good for fussy cutting out as well as just being a card front, I think. And then we have a nice birthday cake with happy birthday underneath. And then we have some birthday cakes. Happy, happy. Don't mind me, I amuse myself. Some balloons and then another birthday cake. So I haven't made any slimline cards this time, but I will and make another video with those. And here we have some backgrounds. I love using backgrounds. I often just use the backgrounds to make cards themselves. But there's a nice selection here. And you'll see that I've used a few of these in the cards that I've actually made today. I've used this one and this one. And I've used this one. Give you a little look at those. I'm sorry, I'm going through them a little bit fast. I've also used this one. I love stars. I'll bring it up a little bit closer, see if I can get it to focus. It doesn't really want to. I will pull that one out so you can see what it looks like. If I can find it. There we go. Didn't want to focus on that before. But no, I've actually made a couple of nice cards using that. So, I will move these off to the side and bring my mink in. Just going to turn that on quickly. I'll bring my mink in. We'll make a couple of cards quickly and then I'll show you through what I've made using Crafty Critta's fantastic newest release. Now I have pre-cut my foil just to get things moving and not so that you don't have to sit here and watch me do all of my prep. Not that I'm sure you'd mind, but sometimes I feel like I can get organised, so why not? So I have actually pre-coloured this card front, which was from, I'll just get this card set that it was from. So that was this one here. And I just coloured it with my Ohuhu watercolour markers. I think that's quite pretty if I do say so myself. I'm not confident with colouring on camera, so that's something that I might take a little while before I start actually doing. I'm fine with ink blending, I'm fine with quite a lot of things, but my colouring, not quite so much yet. Once I have a little bit more confidence, I'm sure I can. And if I had to, I would. I just don't have to. I have actually trimmed this one down already to be the size that I want it to be, so I'm just trying to make sure that I get this straight, because I will be using its reverse still on a toner sheet, so I just want to make sure that it's got enough around it to make it even when I use the toner sheet. Oh, my nails match. Wasn't planned, it just so happened that way. And I do actually have a white toner sheet off to the side here, and I might use the reverse of that as well. And then this was the other card front that I thought I'd do for you. It's just such a beautiful big image that I thought, why not just do this in some rainbow foil, and we'll see how easy it is and fast it is to make a beautiful card with very short amount of time and not all that much effort at all. And see what beautiful results we can get. Just get this lined up. And run that one through. And once this has come out the back side of the mink, I can take my hand away. It's just good to keep it there properly so that you know that the mink's not going to eat it. I am very excited that Crafty Critta has released their own foiling machine. It is on pre-order at the moment, and you can get it for $100 on pre-order with $166 worth of value. It's not included in the 20% discount, but everything else site-wide is. So 20% off site-wide, excluding the Your Best Mate foiling system that I will be getting, I believe, hopefully next month, if not early September. I'm not 100% sure on when it's coming in, but I'm very, very excited about it coming in, and I will show you a video of that, of the unboxing and my very first use of it. Very excited. Did I say that I'm excited? I'm excited. So let's do the reveal on this. Oh, it's so pretty. That is so pretty. What a lovely colour. I'll bring that up a little bit closer so you can see. So you get to see the colouring still, and then that beautiful foil. I'm very happy with that. And then might as well let's use up the leftovers. Make sure when you're using a toner sheet that you're always using the shiny side and not the matte side. I haven't put a cross on the back of this one, but I often mark which side the back is, just so that I can't make a mistake and accidentally use the wrong side, because that would be awful and I would not like that, because then I would ruin my carrier sheet completely. I don't remember if I dusted that. I meant to, but I don't remember if I did. So let's just do it again. It's this whole talking and crafting at the same time. I'm very good at talking and I'm good at crafting, but not necessarily at the same time. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing or what I've done. Please tell me I'm not alone. I don't think I am. I love being able to use the reverse foil on toner sheets and get 2 cards for 1 piece of foil. It just makes me feel like I've absolutely gotten the most out of everything that I've got, because we spent money on that foil. I don't want to put it in the bin or the trash. Sorry, I'm Australian. Wait for that to come through. Now let's have a look at this one. Oh, that's fantastic. What a beautiful foil and card front. It's a party on a card. That's fantastic. Good job, Crafty Critta. I love your work. So I'll pop that up there. And oh, let's get another toner sheet and pop this reverse on that as well while I'm here. Why not? Waste not, want not. So I will remember to dusty. And the same over here. Just get that lined up. There we go, that looks good to me. Now it is always a good idea to get yourself an extra couple of carrier sheets, because you never know if it might get eaten, because if you don't hold on to it at the start and wait for it to feed through, it might get wrapped around the rollers. It's happened to a lot of people. I am, let's go touch wood, lucky enough that it hasn't happened to me, but I do have spares and I have about 4 of them in use. I just have a little piece of paper that I put I am a mink folder on so that when they're floating around my craft room, they're not going to get misplaced, and I know what it is. Because when you have clear pieces of plastic around your craft room, sometimes you tidy them up with other things and you don't want them to get packed away and then not be able to find them when it's time to do your foiling. But that's my foiling done. I'll just wait for that to finish cooling down and reveal this one. Now when you're doing the reveal of the reverse foil, you want to make sure that you do it nice and fast so that it separates without any little lines across the toner, just because you've had to have so much extra toner laid down to make it a good transfer. You want it to release nicely. But look at that for using up every last bit of that foil. Now you can see down here I actually didn't place it 100% straight, so there's a little bit on the edge there, but that will get fixed when I trim it down to put on a card front, which I won't do today. I'll finish that one off another day. And let's see this one. Oh, I didn't quite have it in the right spot, so I've lost a little bit off the top there, but I think that's lovely. And once again, I'll trim that down so that you can't tell. I'll add some little sparkles back on or something. I love that celebration foil, isn't it fantastic? So from those 2 card fronts that we've got here, we also have 2 more, and that's all that's getting put, like, thrown out. Isn't that fantastic? I think so. So I'll quickly make these 2 into cards, and then I'll run through with you some of my other cards that I've made, and encourage you to go and have a look at what Crafty Critta has on their website at the moment. Please remember, you can get 20% off for 6 days using the code BIRTHDAY, and I'll pop a link down in the description below. So I did already prepare this card earlier. This is just a very cheap glitter cardstock. If I had a nice glitter cardstock, I would actually die cut out the centre and save it. This paper does not die cut well, so I'm happy to just use it as a matting layer without it bothering me at all. But I thought it matched the magenta quite nicely. And this one is so very little work, because I'm actually going to mat it directly onto a card front and leave it as is done. So I've got my tape runner out. Let me finish these off. Oops, excuse me. One stuck down. Now that I probably won't even put a sentiment on because I think it's beautiful, so I will in the future, when I'm ready to use it, pop one in the inside or just write on the inside. But I'm really happy with how that has come out. I hope you like it as well. I'll pop that one over there. Actually, I'll pop it over here so that it's catching some of the light. I do need to get some new lighting for in here. I have had a bit of issues with the previous lighting I had, so I actually just stopped using it because it was creating so much glare. So I don't have quite the normal light that I like to work with, but we'll get there. Oh, that just ran out. That's okay, I have another. Hardly seemed worth it, that little bit, but I didn't want it to come away. There we go. How easy was that for a card? All the work done for me. It's a beautiful card front. Some nice, beautiful foil. I was going to say nice foil. It's better than nice. It's beautiful foil. And a card all done. Let me just stamp these. And then I'll bring in the other cards that I've made with the new foils to show you. Now please let me know in the comments below which is your favourite and what your favourite foil is out of the new release. So this is using the, let me just remember the names, Blue Breeze and the Starry Toner art that I showed you, or foil art, not toner art. And that's just a piece of foil that I had done up that was in my die cutting box that I cut some balloons out of and added to that card. And this is another one where I already had the sentiment stamped out, so I thought, well, that works, and not everything had to be a birthday card. Now, it is my daughter's 22nd birthday in 10 days, and I would love your opinion on which one of these cards I should give her. I just figured since I've been making all of these cards, I should use one of these and not make another one. So please let me know which you think I should give to her once I've shown you them all. So this was using the magenta. I love using the original and then the negative on one card and getting the most out of it, because this center was from that and that center was from this, so I just die cut it out and then used a little layer the next size up to give a little border around it so that you couldn't tell. And that, once again, a sentiment that I already had stamped, but I thought the stars matched, so it was a good choice. This was another one of the background ones I used, and this is using the champagne foil, and this is actually one of the other backgrounds that those are from one background and the party hats are from another, and I just foiled those and then I fussy cut them, and I think that makes a nice fun card. And this one's using the reverse of the silver wood grain and another little fussy cut one from that same sheet, and then just some die cut balloons that I had. I'll give you a little insider knowledge as well. This balloon here isn't a whole balloon. It was one that got cut off, and it's only half a balloon. So you put it there and just put other balloons above it and you can't tell that it's not a whole balloon. Insider knowledge. This one I've just used a nice little embossing folder in the background and some nice plum watercoloured paper that I had, and I'll just make sure that you can see it in the light. There we go. You can see that's the plum punch. I think that's come out really well and simple as well. Sometimes it's nice to have an understated card. And then we've got this one, which is Here's to Another Year Filled with Health, Wealth and Happiness, and that's using the autumn gold. And I popped a butterfly embossing folder in the background that I just rubbed some gold ink over to make the butterflies pop out a little bit. So that's what I've made using the new release. So many thanks to Crafty Critta, and the very, very happiest of birthdays. I adore their products and their customer service is fantastic, and they're in Australia but they ship worldwide, so if you are anywhere else in the world you're probably going to get a much better exchange rate than we have here in Australia at the moment. So that's 20% store-wide for the next 6 days. Thanks Crafty Critta for all that you do. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Thank you. Bye.